The Tamil Nadu opposition, AIADMK, has taken to the streets today demanding a rollback of the DMK's hike in property taxes. Now, this property tax hike has been somewhere between 25 to 150% amid the COVID pandemic. The ruling party, however, claims that the hike was inevitable. This as the centre has made revision in property taxes mandatory for grants for municipal corporations. What does this protest essentially mean? Let's go across to Sam Daniel joining us with the very latest. Sam, the AIADMK, they're protesting, the taxes imposed on properties in Tamil Nadu. The DMK, of course, says that they're left with no option because of what the central government has done.
That's right. Politically, Rishika, this is the first major protest by the opposition AIADMK against the ruling DMK, and this has come as a political fodder for them. They point out, well, on the one hand, the ruling DMK is blaming the centre for continuously increasing the price of fuel. On the other hand, the state government is putting people into much hardship by increasing the property tax between 25% and 150%. For instance, in Mylapore, where we are right now, for people living in flats or houses above 1,800 square feet, they will have to pay 150% more property taxes, and people living in smaller houses, the DMK points out that they are only charged 25% more, and they blame it on the central government's policy, saying that they are making revision of property taxes mandatory to avail central government grants for urban development, and that's why they point out they are left with no choice. But they say for the last 14 years, the DMK or the AIADMK governments in the past have not been revising the property taxes, and the amount they get as revenue from this is very, very little compared to the modern civic amenities people expect in new cities like Chennai, Madurai, Coimbatore, and many other new cities developed over the last few years. For example, some residents point out, people who live in the IT corridor in Chennai, although they pay taxes, these areas have not been given drinking water piped water supply or even underground drainage facilities, and they have to make their own arrangements. And they say if the government would promise these amenities, they don't mind paying a revised property tax. But certainly for the ordinary people who are still recovering from job losses, salary cuts and other such hardships, this has come as a huge shock, and we'll have to see how the DMK government will respond. But they say they've taken care to make sure that the poor and the lower middle classes would not be affected much.